I was saying, look, and already, I hope it act right. Come on, act right, Wi-Fi hotspot. Child, I didn't know that was y'all was saying that was for me. Come on, 6116. Look, it's doing it already. Already. I knew it, y'all. I'm finna tell y'all right now. Ah, dang it. Y'all, hold on. Oh, this is just disturbing my spirituals. Y'all, dang it, what I'm gonna do? I gotta make a decision. I gotta make a decision. Y'all, what do I do, Lord? Mm, I don't know what to do. Great afternoon, great evening, great evening, great people. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Listen, my Wi-Fi, I told y'all this, and it looks like it's gonna keep on doing it, and it's because I don't have good I don't have hotspot anymore on my phone. I have used it all, okay? I have used all of my hotspot on my phone. And so because of that, the signal keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out, and it's telling me it's unstable. So y'all might have to go to YouTube, y'all, because I need this to be recorded. Hey, y'all, I need it to be recorded because there's people who will come back and watch it later. And I don't have any more hotspot on my phone because I'm going live twice a day. And so y'all might have to go over to YouTube because the service keeps going in and out. So I'm gonna say that twice. I'm gonna say it again. Okay. The service is going in and out because it's unstable. So you might have to go to YouTube if it messes up, if it keeps messing up, because I'm recording this, I'm live on YouTube and I'm hotspotting for my iPad. So hopefully it because y'all, oh, this is just disturbing my spirituals. Hey, Kathy. Hey, honey, Wani. So y'all come in, tap the screenshot. I wanted to try because I knew it was gonna act up, and it's just the service because I don't like now that my hotspot is gone. Now that it's not connecting as well, so it keeps going in and out. It did that on the live this morning, and I'm like, well, Lord, what you want me to do? So we gonna see what happens. Good evening, beautiful soul. Good evening, good evening. Y'all come in, like the live, share the live, share the love. So I'm gonna say it again. If it's messing up on TikTok, please go over to YouTube because that's where I'm going to make sure. I've got to make sure that this is recorded, y'all. Hey, Jamila Nim, you can go to YouTube or you can go to Facebook. It is live on my YouTube and my Facebook, both on the community page as well as my regular Facebook page because my hotspot is going out. So if it's messed up on TikTok, please go across the street so that it can be recorded. Because I got to make sure I have it recorded for anyone who wants to come, who needs to come back and watch it. Okay. So if you're on TikTok and it's acting up and it's going in and out, just go across the street to YouTube at ToShae Germaine. Come on, 336. And see, I just had to ask the Lord. He was like, no, we got to make sure it's recorded. So if it's messing up for you over here on this side of the street, please go across the street. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, either the community page or my Facebook page, and you'll be able to tap in over there. Okay. Great evening, y'all. Great evening, great evening, great evening, great people. I hope y'all are doing well. I wanted to come on and check because I knew it was going to do it. It started acting up earlier today, and so I knew it was going to be acting up. Welcome to Bible Clarity. What day is this, Lord? Day 8. This is our challenge day 8, y'all. Challenge day 8. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. I hope y'all are doing well and then today is going fantastic for you, child. We are on Genesis. We are on Genesis 14 and 15. Genesis 14 and 15 today. I'm gonna have to get my highlighter out. Matter of fact, let me get it right now because when I first started doing this, over the Mercury retrograde time, I only got to Genesis chapter 14. So Genesis chapter 15, which we're doing tonight, the Lord's covenant promise to Abram, the Lord's covenant promise to Abram. Hey, honey oneies, y'all like the live, share the live, share the love. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Genesis 14 and 15. This is Word in the Wilderness, Bible Clarity Day, Challenge Day 8. Again, if you are on TikTok and it messes up, please go cross the street either to YouTube or Facebook, whether the community page or my regular Facebook page, so that because my hotspot is gone. Okay, so it slows the speeds down. So when I'm not on like 5G, ultra wide or whatever it is. It just be all over the place, y'all. And I don't get no new hotspot till the 21st of the month. Okay. Thank you for the follow, dearest one. Thank you so much. Y'all, I don't know. Did anybody else feel like an exceptionally strong feeling of just being tired? Child, I hadn't got tired. I say, Lord, I had to go to counting how what. Child, I'm working 12 and 13 and 14-hour days. Ain't nobody got time for this. Oh no. Even though I don't be working all the way through them days. I mean them hours, but for the most part, well, I just felt dizzy. Hey, honey, what you was doing? Yes, y'all. So if it's messing up on TikTok, please go across the street because my hotspot is messing up. So just letting y'all know, and I have to make sure that it's recorded. So okay, thank you, dearest one. Thank you so much. Yeah, y'all, because that's gonna be my primary focus. I gotta make sure it's recorded. Come on, 7-Eleven. So I laid down and fell asleep. Child, I'm talking about I done got so tired. And I don't, child, it's time to go to bed. I was sitting here, I started yawning. I said, child, let me hurry up and do Bible study. Cause baby, we finna come up short today. We're on Genesis chapter 14 and 15 today, y'all. It has been a very interesting day. Let me just say that a bunch of the recordings that I did, they just ended up not having any sound. Like I had to redo, I went on there to watch the Virgo reading. Virgo Nim ain't got no sound halfway through. I gotta delete that. Oh, it's just a lot going on. I'm tired and don't feel good. I got sent home from work because you could see it in my child. Listen, I don't know what it is. I just feel all of a sudden I was just like, oh, this is not working out. So I say, let me come over here, child. I done got sleepy, Lord. I done got sleepy. Bible Clarity Challenge Day 8. We doing good, y'all. We doing good. We're on Genesis chapter 14 and 15. I was trying to watch Noah. I done ate this pizza, Lord. I'm so sorry you're not feeling good, honey one. I am so sorry. I don't feel bad. I just feel sleepy and I felt really tired all of a sudden. Like it just hit me in a wave and I was like, man. And I normally I take a little, I didn't take a nap today. Maybe that's why. You reckon I've been recording all day, but maybe I don't know. I didn't take a nap today, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know, child, because I be up. I didn't get up till 5 this morning, but normally I be up between 3:30 and 4 o'clock. I had the weirdest experience though, y'all. It's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Y'all better be trusting y'all's intuitionals, which I said. You got to trust your intuitionals, and if it don't feel right, it ain't right. So pay attention. Look, and pay attention to that. What you are doing. Oh, that's something else. Bathing in blessings. I didn't have a lot of messages that came through today. Um, Y'all, I'm about finna cut TikTok off. I'm finna cut it off, and I'm just finna have to do this on YouTube. Hey, Lamisha Nim. I'm about finna cut it off because it just keep going in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm gonna let it ride, but I'm gonna keep saying y'all have to go to YouTube if it keeps on acting up because it's acting up, and I know it is. So thank y'all for tapping in with me on YouTube. We're moving. And the next thing, child, I can't wait till they fix it so I can be on Instagram at the same time and and share some love and light over there. Um, I don't have the capabilities yet because as y'all see, my hotspot is over with. So I'm still finna get it done, and hopefully I'll tell everybody in the morning. I might just have to rock it out. Um, I don't know, child. It's gonna work out. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Anyway, we on Genesis chapter 14 and 15 today. We definitely want to get through this. So come on, Spirit said. We don't hardly ever get this card. You are not alone. You got this. Keep the faith. Ask us for help, and we got your back. And do. Okay, so we are on Genesis chapter 14 and 15 today. Let's get started so that we don't, because I don't want it to mess up too bad. So all to do it. Then I'm gonna need my highlighter as well. I don't know, y'all. I just felt I feel this wave of energy. It's weird. Okay. I will say this: somebody getting a whole lot of revelation. I'm gonna just say that because Padre God been giving a word. All let's do it. Let's get to it. Here we go. Abraham. We're on Abraham rescues Lot. Genesis chapter 14. Genesis chapter 14. And Lot, of course, Abraham went one way, Lot went the other way. Lot pitched his tent, not far from, I guess it was like over, he was literally over there by Sodom and Gomorrah and them. And so Abram went the other way, built the altar to the Lord. Genesis chapter 14, Abram rescues Lot. About this time, war broke out in the region. Oh Lord, here we go. Y'all knew it, didn't it? Y'all was waiting on it. It's all right. It is okay. I don't want to hear it. Okay, here we go. Child, I'll be having to take a deep breath to try to get through this. Well, here we go. About this time, war broke out in the region. King Amraphel of Babylonia, King Arioch of Elasar, King Kedorlaomer of Elam, and King Tidal of Goim fought against King Bera of Sodom, King Bersha of Gomorrah, King Shinab of Admah, King Shemeber of Zeboim, and the king of Bela also cut my God in heaven. Who kept This second group of kings joined forces in Sidon Valley, that is the Valley of the Dead Sea. For 12 years, they had been subject to King Kedonim. That's his name. His name, King Kedo. Go look him up. Kedorlaomer. King Kedo. That's his name, henceforth. But in the 13th year, they rebelled against him. 1 year later, Kedonim and his allies arrived and defeated the Rephates at Ashtaroth, Karnaim, the Zuzites at Ham, the Emites at Shava, Kiriatham, and the Horite. Then they turned back and came to Esmishpat, now called Kadesh, and conquered all the territory of the Amalekites and also the Amorites living in Hazazon Tamar. My God, Daddy. who who did it? I'm not finna go through this again. Then the rebel kings of Sodom, Gomorrah, and Bela prepared for battle in the valley of the Dead Sea. They fought against King Kedo of Elam, King Tidal of Goim, King Amrah of Babylonia, the king of Elasar. It was four kings. I should have just skipped through this. It was four kings against five kings. Okay. As it happened, the Valley of the Dead Sea, we can't even get to understand what was happening. Why y'all couldn't just say it was four kings on one side and five kings on the other side and they was finna fight? Don't nobody remember none of this other stuff. Don't nobody remember that. Ain't nobody gonna remember none of this. Why y'all couldn't just say it was an unfair fight because it was four against five? Y'all couldn't have just said that. Y'all had to give all of this, and don't nobody even know how to say that. We up here trying to. I got triggered, didn't it? Let me get back. It was four against five. It was four kings against five kings. They was all from different places, and it was four against five. Then the rebel kings. Oh, that's not even right. As it happened, the valley of the Dead Sea was filled with tar pits, and as the army of the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, some fell into the tar pits, while the rest escaped into the mountains. The victorious invaders then plundered Sodom and Gomorrah and headed for home, taking all the spoils of war and the food supplies. They also captured Lot, Abram's nephew, who lived in Sodom, and carried off everything he owned. But one of Lot's men escaped and here he come. Here come the heat. Here come the heat. Yeah. But one of Lot's men escaped and reported everything to Abram the Hebrew, who was living near the oak grove belonging to Mamre the Amorite. Mamre and his relatives, Eshcol and Aner, were Abram's allies. Can y'all imagine how that conversation with somebody then got free and they went and found Abram and they was like, say, my dude, Abram, we tried to fight them off, but they had him picked up. They got Lot, man. They got him. We tried to fight back, but they went. And not only did they take him, but they took everything he had. Wait a minute. Here go Abram. They what? Oh, they want some smoke. Y'all boot up. Here we come. They took everything you say? I bet. So he done went to his little people them and he's like, boot up. We got to go get Lot. Cause they didn't cross the line. You reckon they was cussing? Y'all was cussing. They was like, they didn't cross the line. We not gonna say what they said, but here we come. And let me see. Does it say how many of it? 318. It was 318 of. When Abram heard that his nephew Lot had been captured, told y'all, he mobilized the 318 trained men who had been born into his household. It was, look, we don't even need no army. I don't care how many folks they got. I'm not taking but 300. That's a very specific number. I'm not taking but 318 people, and watch what we do. They finna get all the smoke. Can y'all just imagine how that little conversation went? Okay, I'm bad. Abram knew he was finna go wreck shop. Then he pursued Keto Nim army until he caught up with them at Dan. Child, they started running and everything. They was like, ooh, and look, they are, and it wasn't but 318 on child. And he was like, oh no, you don't run now. Don't run now. There he divided his men and attacked during the night. So he didn't split them up and don't run now. It's too late. Where you gonna go? Keto's army fled, but Abram chased them as far as Hobah, north of Damascus. Abram recovered all the goods that had been taken, and he brought back his nephew Lot with his possessions and all the women and other captives. Everybody. We getting everybody. Can y'all just see Abram holding them? He was holding them at sword point. He was like, we wanted all the smoke, and it didn't take but 318 of us, and they done went and got Lot, the women them, the little children them, and the possessions back. Melchizedek blesses Abram. Okay, after Abram returned from his victory over Keto and all his allies, the king of Sodom went out to meet him in the valley of Sheva, that is the king's valley. And Melchizedek, the king of Salem, and a priest of God Most High, brought Abram some bread and wine. Melchizedek blessed Abram with this blessing. Why am I stuttering over my words? Blessed be Abram by God Most High, creator of heaven and earth. And blessed be God Most High, who has defeated your armies for you. That's why Abram didn't need but 318 people. God said, I got the rest. I got the rest. Don't worry about it. You just take these little 318 and I got this. And then I'm going to divide y'all up and you go over there and y'all go and chase them. They ain't got nowhere to run. This all you need. Come on, Lord. Ain't that the way the Lord be? Then Abram gave Melchizedek a tenth of all the goods he had recovered. See, that's the thing. And Melchizedek didn't ask for that. That's where tithing comes from. I do believe he gave him a tenth of everything that he had, of all the goods he had recovered. He didn't ask. Abram just gave freely. That's the cheerful giver. I don't know. That's what I just heard. That's the cheerful giver. He gave because he was blessed. The priest blessed him and he said, let me bless you with what I have in return. Period. The king of Sodom said to Abram, give back my people who were captured, but you may keep for yourself all the goods you have recovered. Abram replied to the king of Sodom, I solemnly swear to the Lord, God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, that I will not take so much as a single thread. Look, y'all think it's a game when I be saying this, but I'm going to tell y'all this how you know it's for real. God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, that I will not take so much as a single thread or sandal thong. That's what you swear on Jesus sandals. I don't want nothing. I swear on Jesus sandals, I don't want nothing from you. He said a sandal thong. Is that the little piece that go between your toe? Anyway, I bet he meant that. I swear, and he made a big swear. Swear to the Lord God Most High, creator of heaven and earth, that I will not take so much as a single thread or sandal thong from what belongs to you. Ancestor spirit name Abraham Nim. Just sandal. You that was you swearing on them sandals. Them sandals, that's how you know it's real. When you swear on them sandals, that's how you know it's real. I will accept only what my young warriors have already eaten, and I request that you give a fair share of the goods to my allies, Aner, Eshcol, and Mamre. I don't want nothing. Give it to them. Just all we didn't aid, we full, we happy. I don't want nothing. I swear on them sandals. I don't want on God's sandals. We don't want none. We don't want nothing. Not Nathaniel. Not Nathaniel. Nope. You keep it. We don't want it. Cause see, you beat and came back and said you wanted something in return. And ain't nobody got time for that. You're not gonna get me. I don't want nothing. No, we didn't even do it. The Lord did it. So we gonna swear to you. I don't want it. You can keep it. Why you reckon? You reckon that Abram see? Because this is he talking to the king of Sodom. Y'all know Sodom was wicked. That's why, huh? Because Sodom and Gomorrah were already wicked. So he say, I don't want none of y'all stuff already cursed. And we know y'all gonna get messed up in the game anyway. I don't want nothing from you. Nope, you can keep it. Y'all is wicked over there. We good. We good. Child, you knew something, ancestor spirit name Abraham name. The Lord's covenant promise to Abram. Sometime later, the Lord spoke to Abram in a vision and said to him, do not be afraid, Abram, for I will protect you and your reward will be great. See, that's why he knew not to take none, because he was going to be blessed anyway. But Abram replied, O sovereign Lord, what good are all your blessings when I don't even have a son? Since you've given me no children, Eleazar of Damascus, a servant in my household, will inherit all my wealth. You have given me no descendants of my own, so one of my servants will be my heir. Then the Lord said to him, no, your servant will not be your heir, for you will have a son of your own who will be your heir. Then the Lord took Abram outside and said to him, look up into the sky and count the stars if you can. That's how many descendants you will have. And Abram believed the Lord, and the Lord counted him as righteous because of his faith. I don't know if y'all was on this morning's message or not, but with child, somebody came through and was talking about Romans 4, and it was the same thing, 4 through 24, 20 through 25. And child, look, talking about faith, the faith we have to have, and the faith. This is why he is the father of faith as well, because baby, he had to believe in, so he had to believe with what he was going to sacrifice. But we'll come to that in a second. Then the Lord told him, I am the Lord who brought you out of Ur of the Chaldeans to give you this land as your possession. But Abram replied, O sovereign Lord, how can I be sure that I will actually possess it? The Lord told him, bring me a 3-year-old heifer, a 3-year-old female goat, a 3-year-old ram, a turtle dove, and a young pigeon. So Abram presented all these to him and killed them. Then he cut each animal down the middle and laid the halves side by side. He did not, however, cut the birds in half. Some vultures swooped down to eat the carcasses, but Abram chased them away. Y'all just, was there a reason that we had to talk about the vultures? I was just asking if it was anything important on this about that. I don't know. As the sun was going down, Abram fell into a deep sleep, and a terrifying darkness came down over him. Then the Lord said to Abram, you can be sure that your descendants will be strangers in a foreign land. where they will be oppressed as slaves for 400 years. In Egypt, child, look, can you, so this the thing. So Abram already knew he wasn't going to see the blessing, but he knew his descendants would. That's us, new generation Israelites. But look, but God's already telling him, like, they going to go through some things. They going to go through oppression for 400 years, but I'm going to be with them. I'm gonna be with them though, but they gonna go through some things. But I will punish the nation that enslaves them, and in the end, they will come away with great wealth. Period. As for you, you will die in peace and be buried at a ripe old age. After 4 generations, your descendants will return here to this land, for the sins of the Amorites do not yet warrant their destruction. But they is coming. Child, Abraham got some wisdom, didn't he? He knew some things. Message. He knew some things. God told him so much in that one little time when the sun went down, Abram fell into a deep sleep, and a terrifying darkness came down over him. Then the Lord said to Abram, you can be sure that your descendants will be strangers in a foreign land where they will be oppressed as slaves for 400 years, but I will punish the nation that enslaves them. So, of course, this is speaking to Exodus, and Moses going to Pharaoh and telling him, let my people go now. And of course, Pharaoh didn't want to do it. But I will punish the nation that enslaves them, and in the end, they will come away with great wealth. As for you, you're going to die in peace and be buried at a ripe old age. And after 4 generations, your descendants will return here to this land for the sins of the and so I'm going to take them out too. I'm just letting you know I'm going to take them out, but not yet. Okay. After the sun went down and darkness fell, Abram saw a smoking fire pot and a flaming torch pass between the halves of the carcasses. So the Lord made a covenant with Abram that day and said, I have given this land to your descendants all the way from the border of Egypt to the great Euphrates River, the land now occupied by the Kenites, Kenizzites, Cadmonites, Hittites, Perizzites, Rephites, Amorites, Canaanites, Girgashites, and Jebusites. Okay, I'm back. Lord's covenant with Abram. Your people, if you can count the stars in the sky, I'm going to give them all this land. It's not going to be now, and you're not going to see it. But it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You got to believe that it's going to happen. You're not going to see it. You're going to live to a good old age. You're going to die happy, but you're not going to see the little people them inherit the land. And yeah, they going to have to go through 400 years. Look, the kings them. I'm talking about what? Because who has time to be trying to read through all of this? You're not going to see none of this. And that's for some of us. Like, but look, I read a scripture the other day, or maybe it was a Psalms. Was it in Psalms, Lord? Where it was like, I want to see the blessings in the land of the living. Something about the land of the living. Like some of us, we ain't, some blessings we ain't gonna see. Some of them is gonna just be passed down. That was kind of like Abraham, child. You're not gonna see everything. I want to see it in the while I'm still on earth. And I just started telling the Lord that let me see something while I'm still on earth. I need to see it while I'm still here. Now, yes, I want some stuff to be passed on to the little children them, but it's some stuff I want to experience while I'm still here on earth. But Abram knew he wasn't going to experience some stuff, but God made a covenant with him just like he did with Noah. Period. Just like he did with Noah when Noah built that ark and said, listen, the people them wicked, they wicked. Abram knew that. That's why he didn't take nothing from the people inside him. He's like, I don't want nothing you got because y'all ain't right over there. And you ain't finna bring something cursed and I don't want none of no parts of that. You can keep it where you at. And then let me go talk to Padre God. Now, I don't know. I guess that's all they had at the time. They had to sacrifice stuff. Do we offer sacrifices now in some way, shape, form, or fashion? Y'all ever heard of that? I don't know. I don't think so. Uh-uh. I mean, I know we have Jesus. I'm not saying that. I'm just thinking if I've ever heard that there are any religions, there might still be religions that offer sacrifices. I don't know. That's not something, that's what I mean. I know Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice. I'm not saying that. Like, are there still religions that offer sacrifice like that? Like they be killing animals and stuff like they did in the Bible. I don't know. Anyway, I was just asking. So that's it for Genesis chapter 14 and 15. So now the covenant is made with Abram and his people, that your descendants, if you can number the stars in the sky, that's how plentiful your descendants are going to be. So now God had made this promise to him. Imagine when we come up on, because we almost there, child. Yep. We almost there. The mark of the cut, child. And see, it's been so long since I read through all of Genesis, and that I'm telling you, this finna get good again. But I don't think I've read it ever in this much detail. But this finna be good. This where all the stuff start happening, y'all. The birth of Ishmael. Now let me just tell y'all something real quick. So I was watching the movie. I told y'all I watched the movie, his only son, right? And I don't know, because we don't really know based on what the words say. But child, I hadn't got mad at old Sarai. I had got mad and got my feelings with her for a second. Because in that little movie, now she didn't told Abram to go into her vet to, what's her name? Hagar. Ain't that her name? Anyway, now you done told me to go sleep with the little lady, and then now you done got mad because, well, she did start showing out a little bit. She did. She got a little uppity. That's what we call it. She got uppity. She got uppity because now she thought that she was better than Sarai. But it's your fault. It's your fault. See, that's what it mean. We ain't even there yet. I ain't even supposed to be speaking on it yet, is it? Okay, I'm back. Child, when you trying to do stuff on your own, just let the Lord do what him said he was gonna do. Anyway, I had gotten in my feelings a little bit. I was like, the way they had portrayed her, and Abram just standing there looking at her, just taking it, and she didn't just about cussed him out, talking about you shouldn't have did it. Why you offered it? You know what? We should have talked about that when we get down to we'll talk about it in the next couple days. Anyway, that's it, child. It didn't, not a whole, other than the covenant happening. He saved Lot. And Lot, they don't say a whole lot. Do they talk about him again later on? I don't remember. He finna change his name though. He changed Abraham's name, Abram name, Sarah name. Child, it's finna get good. We is finna get to the meat and the potatoes, Lord. The meat and the potatoes. He done set up something. Child, this is finna get good. Oh, it's finna get so good. I can't wait. I'm so excited about where we at now. We done laid a foundation. We know it's some stuff finna start popping off now. Like this where the interesting stuff start happening in Genesis. The stuff we hear about. Now we know Lot, they set the scene up for what Sodom and Gomorrah got going on. You know, all the people them wicked over there. You know, the land is fertile. You know, Abram got, like, he done been blessed. The Lord blessed him even more because remember, he was already blessed. They don't talk about Melchizedek very much, or even where he came from, or nothing. He just show up this one little time in the Bible, and that's all you know about him. But he plays an important role in the Bible. That just happened, the parts we just read of Genesis, right? Because he blessed him, and that's literally where the beginning of tithing, I believe, came from. This is my own opinion, from based on my own research, y'all, is that was where tithing came from. And he didn't ask Abram to give him anything. Abram gave him a tenth of everything that he had recovered because he was like, oh, you blessed me, and so now I'll give you what I have. That's it. And I think that that's the way that tithing is supposed to go. And so, anyway, I don't know much. I can be honest with y'all. I don't know. Men not taking accountability again. Child, when do they ever? I don't think anybody in the Bible, I don't think they even knew what accountability was. I'm going to just be honest. I don't think anybody knew what accountability was in the word at that time of life. They just don't. The kings didn't, the women didn't, like nobody was accountable for their actions. Now, it don't really say, other than Abram had lied earlier, we just talked about, he had told Sarah, was that yesterday? He was like, hey, don't tell them that you my wife or whatever, right? Tell them you somebody else, because, and he had sent the plagues on them. I don't think anybody takes accountability. I just don't. I don't think they knew what that was. Abram went down to Egypt. Yeah, he don't nobody do that. But guess what? That didn't stop the Lord from blessing him, though. He was still righteous in the eyes of the Lord. Now, I'm not saying that that should give you a reason to sin or do nothing wrong. I am not saying that. But clearly, he had to know about repentance. That's us making an assumption, of course, but clearly he had to know, because otherwise, the Lord continued to bless him. Even after even though what he did was wrong, the Lord continued to bless him. The priest blessed him because he had a calling on. Thank you, Lord, because he had a calling on his life. Because he was doing the Lord's work. Whatever he was doing the Lord's work, and he was following the instructions of the Lord. Period. Well, thank you. I received that because of his faith. The Lord counted him righteous because of his faith. And that's the thing. You can do wrong, and that doesn't mean that it's right, because wrong is wrong. But your faith will take you some places, won't it? That's what I just heard. Your faith takes you places. That faith is what I'm telling you. That faith is what. Now, what does this say? It literally, I'm gonna read this real quick. In this particular Bible, it talks about faith. Genesis 15:6. As we read the story of Abram, we see that he made men. Y'all, I did not know that this is what this said. Listen, I did not read this. This is my first time reading this, because I haven't. This is a new Bible, y'all. So this is my first time even reading this little box, and it literally says, as we read the story of Abram, we see that he made many mistakes. So how could y'all, let me take my glasses out. Lord, see, I can't make this up, y'all. As we read the story of Abram, we see that he made many mistakes. So, how could God call him righteous? Though human and sinful, Abram believed and trusted in God. Come on, Lord. It was faith, not perfection, that made him right in God's eyes. This same principle holds for all of us. Our first response must be to believe in God. Rather than measuring our goodness, God is looking at our faith and our willingness to follow him. Y'all, I didn't read that. I was like, and then the Lord said, look down at the box, because I couldn't see. Y'all know I can't see with my glasses on. Come on, God. Ain't that what we was just talking about? Your faith will take you places. Even if you do wrong, your faith, your belief in God, your willingness, your obedience, your willingness to follow him. And I was getting ready to highlight that one little part in here, or underline this part in here that said, where was it? It's something about the faith. It's something about faith. Oh, and Abram believed the Lord, and the Lord counted him as righteous because of his faith. That's what I was getting ready to highlight. And then I looked over and read that box. Well, telling you, so it's not like God expects us. He knows that we're not always going to do the right thing. That don't mean go do the wrong thing, but it does mean believe in him, believe in the Lord, do the right thing, keep your faith and follow the Lord and do what he's asking you to do. And that's going to take you some places. Okay, so and that's it, y'all. Lord, I'm so disturbed, y'all. I know that my Wi-Fi is going in and out. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm gonna have to pray about it and see what the Lord says. I hope this was helpful for somebody. Thank you so much for the follow, dearest one. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. Tomorrow we are on Genesis chapter. Oh, one note. I heard something about being stretched. And I don't know exactly what that means, but right before I came on this live, Lord said being stretched. So some of you, it's like maybe your faith. I don't know if it's your faith. I don't know if it's you. I don't know. Like something that you're doing, it's like you're being, how make that make sense to me. I don't know. But I will tell you this. It's like I don't know. It's something that's taking a lot of you. It's taking a lot of faith. It's taking a lot of willpower. It's taking a lot for you to continue to go forward and to keep moving forward in obedience. So I guess that's what it means, like being stretched. Like it's taking a lot for you to remain obedient, because and for you to continue to hold fast to your faith. But hold fast to your faith. God is going to do what he said he's going to do, and you just have to continue to believe in that. So some of you, I don't know, maybe that is something that's happening for you. Your faith is being stretched, your commitment to your whatever it is that God has asked you to do is like, don't give up, because it feels like you're too close to the end of something. But you gonna have to thug it out a little bit. Okay, like you're gonna be stretched. You gonna have it's like making some money stretch when you know you ain't got but $10. If you know you ain't got no more money coming in, you can do something with $10, right? You can make it stretch. You can make it do what it needs to do. And so some of y'all, maybe you're at that point where God, you have to stretch. It's like a stretch goal. You don't know how it's gonna happen, but you're gonna do everything that's necessary to make it happen. So I don't know who needed to hear that, but I heard that right as I was getting ready to come on the live today. You're being stretched, and it may fit for some of y'all. And I feel, and the reason I heard that, because I was talking to the Lord, I was like, oh, I'm so sleepy. And so then God said that to me. He was like, because you're being stretched. And so he's making it make sense to me now, because I'm going live twice a day. And normally, like, I'll be done in the morning times, but once I'm done with this morning's message, then I record videos, then I'm posting content. Then so it's like working 12, 14-hour days. And I was like, okay, Lord, like, I'm gonna do it because you said do it. But I don't know if that's something that it's not something that you'll have to do like all the time. Does that make sense? Like it only may be for now, and you're gonna have to push. Like it's almost like fasting is what I just heard in my spirituals. Hey, Nisa Booski Wooski. It's like fasting, right? Like you gonna be like you have to commit to it, and you got to push yourself to make sure that you get through it. Hold on. Pray today with something gotta break, Lord. Child, listen. You telling child, listen. I said, Lord, come on. Right, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And we have to make sure that, like, you just have to. And this the thing, I just be like, child, I just don't even know. I ain't got no answers, and I don't be trying to come up with any anymore. And that's when like, he's stretching us. Like, because I told y'all this. I've said this multiple times. The Lord is, I was like, Lord, I know that it's for your glory, but at some point, like, I'll tell, because we're honest with God, just like Abram was honest with, come on, Lord, just like Abram was honest with God when he said, what good is all of this? You haven't even given me a son. You talking about I'm gonna have this, that, and the third, but I don't even have an heir. One of my servants is going, you know what I'm saying? So this the thing, y'all. People I don't know, maybe because this is the relationship I've set up with the Lord. God don't get mad at me. I don't think he gets mad at any of us when we speak our truth, because he already knows what's in our heart. So sometimes you just got to tell the Lord, and it doesn't mean he's going to change anything right then. It doesn't mean that he'll listen. Told you. And I just got to be honest with God, and that I think that that's what he wants more than anything. Don't try to hide your pain, your disappointment, or even if you mad at him, you can't hide it from him, because he already knows. He just wants to see what you're going to do in the face of being stretched. Come on, Lord, in the face of that adversity. How are you going to respond? What are you going to do? I failed that test so many times, right? I have failed that test so many times, where it's like you get to, like, God will see, he wants to see, what are you going to believe? If you get down to the lowest point where you have nothing, where you are at absolute ground bottom, rock bottom, zero, are you still going to believe? I done been there. I have passed. I've been there, and I failed. So I think that that's something. Oh no, I don't know why not. It's probably because it's going in and out, Nisa. You have to go on YouTube or Facebook because my service is going in and out because my hotspot is gone. So it's going like in and out. I know it is. I'm sorry, honey one. You'll have to go on YouTube. Hopefully you heard that. I left it. Yeah, I'm probably not even. Oh, that just sucks, y'all. But like he's gonna stretch, like he wants to see how you're gonna react, how you're going to respond. Look, yeah, she said no sound. I know it. I'm sorry. You'll have to go on YouTube or Facebook because there's no sound over there. You'll have to go on YouTube or Facebook. I don't know why there's no sound. Look, I'm finna hang this up because it's not gonna work. Uh-oh, it's not gonna work because I don't have any, what's it called? Yeah, it's just so, oh, that just sucks. But that might be a lesson for me that the Lord is giving me. And I received that um because I have no Wi-Fi to be on TikTok at the same time as my other platform. See, stretched. And he wants to see how, can y'all hear me over here on YouTube? I hope so. Man, how you gonna respond? How you gonna react when things are when you taking down to the limit? I'll be like, just when everything is starting to like going good and doing well, just when you're at that point where things are finally like, okay, you getting in a rhythm and in a flow, then you'll have something like this happen where it's like, okay, now I'm not going to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how are you going to respond? How are you going to react? So some of us are at that point where um you're going to have to figure out another way, or God is going to show you another way. And it is what it is. It sucks because of course I enjoy going live on TikTok, but if I don't have Wi-Fi access, which I don't, you know what? I wonder, I might have to do that, y'all. I might have a solution. I might have to try it in the morning, but I don't know if it's really going to work or not. I don't know if it's going, I don't know. I have no idea. God, all I can, what do you, how and that's the thing, it's all about how you're going to react, how you're going to react. God wants to see, what are you going to do in the face of this trouble, this difficulty, this challenge? How are you? And I'm just like, well, he'll fix it or he won't. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. The primary focus and the primary goal for me is to have, as much as I want to read, I need to have these recorded so I can do this morning's message over here and reach and be on multiple platforms. As much as I love TikTok, I can also, I can't record on TikTok. Does that make sense? So he's like, how are you going to respond to that? If I take one option away, what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to do what you told me to do in the first place. And I'm going to go where you told me to go in the first place and do what you told me to do. You can't, like, you have to, how are you going to reach the biggest amount of people? How are you gonna, like, where are you gonna, where is God telling you to primarily focus? So I don't know. Continue to have faith and continue to pray and just believe he's gonna do it and he's gonna provide a solution. So anyway, that's it, y'all. That's it. I ain't mad. I can't be mad about it. So I'm probably only gonna be over here for at least until the 21st. It is what it is until I get another solution to how I can fix that, or some access to some Wi-Fi where I can actually go live in the mornings. I'll probably just be live on YouTube, Facebook, and that's it, because I don't have access. I don't have, what's it called, hotspot access. So anyway, that's it. I love y'all in real life. Y'all hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude. We are on Genesis chapter, I guess 15, 16 or 17, child. I don't even remember. Just that quick. I don't know. We're on day 9 tomorrow. So I will see y'all at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Bible clarity. Okay. I love y'all in real life. I'll see y'all tomorrow, y'all. Bye, y'all.